y con una transmisión del 96.03%, tenemos lo siguiente.
After 16 years in power, the party of the late President Hugo Chavez managed to make all public authorities, exercising tight control over the life of Venezuelans. But the country is experiencing the worst economic crisis in history, with the world's highest inflation and food shortage that have put the oil-rich country on the brink of a humanitarian crisis.
¿Qué aspira a comprar hoy?
Lo que haya. Tengo hambre. Estoy triste, la cola, así como la hace uno. En esta edad que yo tengo, 84, 82 años.
La cola no la pasa.
Add to this, Venezuela is also one of the most violent countries in the continent, recording about 25,000 murders last year. But the government has censored voice, any complaint or opposition media in the country. Venezuela will elect a new National Congress on December 6, but this will occur with more than 40 political prisoners, and the majority of the population distrusts the CNE, which is responsible for ensuring fair and transparent elections. The government cannot afford to lose this election, so that the population has little hope that a change occurs. The CNE favors Maduro widely, use resources by allowing the nation to campaign chairman. The president launched continuous threats against the opposition and talks about an outbreak of violence if he lost the election.
Ganar como sea.
Porque la revolución triunfa el 6 de diciembre. Pónganse a rezar desde ya para que haya paz, tranquilidad.
Venezuela entraría en una de las más turbias y conmovedoras etapas de su vida política. Militarmente preparado para asumirla. Y me lanzaré a las calles.
The Democratic Unity Roundtable, as is known the alliance of opposition parties, must also fight against a campaign of confusion of the part of the government, using a party called Min Unit as a decoy. The party uses the same colors and symbols of the opposition, and in some cases candidates with the same names, but their votes go to pro-government candidates. But the opposition take advantage of this situation to launch a successful advertising campaign that quickly became made viral on the social media. On the election day, the opposition comes as a heavy favorite, but Maduro promises to win whatever it takes, creates doubts about the strategies the government may use to win the election. For the opposition, this election may represent the rescue of a true democracy. This doesn't discourage new opposition leadership that rests on the strength of the student movement. The opposition counters attack with creative campaigns through social networks to avoid government censorship. More and more young people join the campaign that is organized from the cell phones. A group of young graduates create a system of electoral mobilization and control that works from WhatsApp, allowing them to coordinate the action of promoters and witnesses throughout the country, thus evading government locks in telecommunications. People come out to vote as tension grows in the campaign commons, reports coming from across the country, and the situation becomes increasingly complex. If the opposition does not get at least 84 deputies of the 167, they cannot make decisions in the parliament.
En la modalidad nominal, 72 diputados y diputadas, en la modalidad listas, 27, para un total de 99.
Venezuela burns into euphoria. For the first time, the opposition gets a wide victory. The streets are filled with joy and people celebrate the triumphs. For Venezuelans, this election means the possibility of building a new way to reestablish a strong democracy, with a separation of powers and a system with a fairer government. But this is only the first step in a fight that will last several years. This awakening has given Venezuelans something we have lost, and there is hope.